All right, what's up, YouTube? Derek from No Sleep Gaming TCG. And today I just wanted to make a video to kind of go over first week of sales on TCGPlayer. You have to excuse me a little bit, still a little bit under the weather. And that being why I didn't make this video yesterday or, following an actual week. But I went through all the sales in the first week since we started back on TCGPlayer. And I'm gonna just go over that and maybe giving you an idea of like what maybe you can expect in like a week, because it really is just setting it up and getting the cards for sale. I'd say biggest issue is sourcing inventory, and a lot of people will tell you that. I feel like I got cleaned out in the first few days, and then I bought a collection for $200, and the following few days after, the last few days now, have been them clearing out that collection I bought. At least like what I got listed from it. Almost everything from that collection I bought sold almost immediately. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into the numbers over here, and then I'll talk on a couple other things too. And I will need to check this because I want the video to be, visible where you can actually see what's going on here. But so started on February 28th, the last day of the month, last month, and we had 9 orders for a total of $101. Then on March 1st, 2 orders for $32.42. March 2nd, 1 order for $13.98. And then here's kind of the anomaly. This is like, it's driving my sales total pretty high. And of course, I don't really have any more of these cards. But on March 3rd, we sold 3 orders for $1,364.22. So that is kind of an anomaly. I had a Nami SP card from the One Piece trading card game, EBO3, the latest set, and that was pretty much the chase card of the set, and I happened to pull it, just like on me buying boxes, like more like on a personal level. But then when I pulled that card, it kind of reminded me like, hey, I used to make money doing this, selling cards. I should do that again. So I'm doing it again. And then March 4th, 3 orders for $69.97. The 5th, we had 7 orders for $98.06. Pretty good day, lots of sales. Pretty good total there. And then 3/6, which was just a couple days ago or yesterday, we had 4 orders for $134.70. Pretty good week, really good week. First week back selling. So we had 29 total orders for a total of $1,815.34. Almost $2,000 first week sales. Of course, like with that anomaly Nami card, I don't expect to have more weeks like that coming up quite yet until I can get, some collections and get be able to like do numbers like that, which of course that is also an average order total of 6260 and an average of 4.1 orders a day. So I think that average order number is pretty high. I don't expect it to be that high, but I think I'm going to do a weekly recap every week for a while, at least, as long as it's manageable. And see where we're at like here in like a month. So expect like a 4-week update, a month update. But yeah, $1,800 first week, pretty good. Put a lot of work in. The first couple of days was just sorting and listing like my collection, what I had, and then after a few days, I felt like I had kind of been wiped clean. So I bought first I bought the $50 of bulk for like 10,000 cards of Pokemon bulk. And then I bought the collection for $200 of a bunch of solid cards with about $300 of market value. And those cards have flown off the shelves. So now I'm kind of in a position where I'm going to need to buy another collection. There's a couple around me that I'm looking at, about above $1,000 range, between $1,000 and $1,500. Try and get them down. If I can get one of them that's about $1,200 for $900, that'd be great. And I can really get some good inventory, like some eye-catching inventory. So I may even be willing to go upwards to 75, 80% of market value on those collections, just depending on what they have. And we'll see kind of like where I'm able to go with that. But right now, my biggest focus, and I always want to put that off because next weekend I will be taking my kids on vacation. They'll be on spring break, and we're going to go to Great Wolf Lodge. So that'll be like a whole weekend where they'll be gone for a while. And then like going into the weekend, I'll probably resume, like put my inventory back live sometime midday Saturday. So that way I can get some orders in hopefully throughout the day and then Sunday, but then I'll also be home. I took the following Monday off, and we'll be able to kind of like re-up that. I think there's a card show in the Dallas area, like an actually like pretty decent sized one. And just depending, I should have a lot of like the funds coming in from these sales, at least from the that NAMI card that's $1,100. So I might be, while I'm in the area, looking to buy some collections in the DFW area. It's just a lot more like availability there, and got a decent cash, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Right now, my biggest issue though is like, I mean, all these cards are sorted, or like sifted. This is all from the 10,000 bulk cards, so that's good. I went ahead and grabbed this shelf. It's a shelf I used to use, like have in my garage. I cleaned it off, and then I have these. I ordered some of the 3,200 card like organizer boxes, and I'm gonna try and squeeze like everything into that, because my biggest issue is like organization right now. Like, I mean, I've got cards over here. It's not too bad. There's some Legos on it from me and my son working on. I got stuff down there, and then I've got these 2 boxes of bulk. This is like personal collection bulk. This is bulk I bought. There's this Charizard UPC from Sword and Shield is entirely filled with my own personal bulk. And then the remainder of what's in there, sort through all that. And then here on my kitchen bar, I've got stacks of One Piece cards, Pokemon and One Piece Pokemon, One Piece, a whole box of Michael Jordan cards. So I really just need to get organized before this can like take off and I get ahead of myself, and then I'm just not having a good time, because that can happen very quickly. And I got a little taste of that yesterday. I was sick and I had like 11 orders kind of piled up and that I needed to get. And luckily it didn't end up taking me too long. But by the time I got home from work, I was like, well, I got to get some sleep. And I slept. And then as soon as I woke up today, felt better. Got the order shipped off, and hopefully we'll have some happy customers there. But yeah, that's my first week on TCGPlayer. We did $1,800 in sales. Again, kind of an anomaly starting week, but a great like motivational boosting week to get started. and gives me fuel to keep going. So, yeah, I will give you all an update as soon as I have one.